Hello, dear GMAT 41's channel members, subscribers, and viewers. You are welcome to the GMAT 41's YouTube channel. I hope your friends are doing great. Good. I'm glad to meet you once again today. And in this video, I would like us to quickly give attention to a problem. It's a mathematics question extracted from coordinate geometry. In this question, we are required to find the coordinates of the point that divides the line joining the points 3, 5 and minus 5, minus 7 externally in the ratio of 3:1. And let me quickly say this, please, dear friends. When you are exposed to a problem on coordinate geometry, be assured that it's actually a 1 + 1 problem. Okay, all you just have to know is the formula for solving that particular problem, and then you apply that formula, substitute the parameters as given in the question, simplify, and then the answer will be there. So one would need to know the formula for calculating the coordinates of a point that divides a line externally. So come along, let us deal with this question together. But I'd like to tell you this, the source of this question. Please take a look at the screen. You see the source of this question. Is that okay? Elementary Mathematics 2, Math 102. And of course, there are some set of students that would need the solution to this question particularly so they can transfer it into their workbook for submission. Like I've always urged you, are you following, and advised, let it not just be that of transferring to your workbook and submitting. Understand what I am going to teach in this video lesson, because in examination hall, it will be you and you alone with your question paper, all right, or your screen, if it is CBT exam, to deal with the question. All right, let us move on. We all know that a line is always defined by 2 points. So I'm going to draw this line. Let me assume that this is the line, and then we have the 2 points. The first point is 3, 5, which I'm going to use x1, x1 and y1 to represent, as the coordinate of the point. The second point is minus 5, minus 7, which I'm going to use x2, y2 to define. Now this line is divided in a given ratio 3:1 externally. Since the ratio of division is externally, let me produce this line. And then I am going to locate this point to be the point that divided this line externally. And then we don't know the coordinates of this point. Let me call it x, y. So this is what we are looking for. Are you following, right? The coordinates of that point. But this point divided this line into the ratio 3:1. So let me take this ratio as L, and that is 3. Then let me take this ratio as, okay, I'm going to use K for this. Just follow in alphabetical order. After K, move to L. So let this be 1. So this is the ratio of division. 3:1, in which this point divided this line. I hope it makes sense, right? Now I have been able to interpret this question diagrammatically. Let us now proceed to see the formula we use in calculating, in obtaining the coordinates of a point that divides a line externally. Are you ready? I'm going to show you as a guide so that you follow along. This ratio L is going to be multiplying this initial coordinate. Are you following, right? And then this ratio K is going to be multiplying these final coordinates. Something like this, like a cross multiplication. So if I am to calculate the x coordinates of the point that divided this line externally, this x coordinate is going to be equal to, watch, I'm going to use the x coordinates to obtain, that is the x coordinate value, x1 and x2, to obtain the x coordinates of our points that divided this line externally. So our x, which is this, will now be equal to, you see that, right? So it's going to be the value of this ratio L multiplied by the x1 value. So we have something like this, L, x1, then minus. It's going to be minus, subtraction. Are you following, right? You move this way this time around. K times the x2 value. So that's going to be kx2. Now this is going to be divided by L minus K. You follow the order, L minus K, are you getting? And then in the denominator, it's going to be L minus K. So that formula gives us the x coordinate of the point that divided this line externally. Then to obtain the y coordinate of the point that divided this line externally in the ratio of 3:1, we follow the same format to get that formula. So this way. Are you following, right? The L value, the L ratio, which is this one, okay, is going to multiply the y coordinate this time around. So L goes with y1, and then minus K will go with y2. The order you presented the x formula, the x coordinate formula, is the same order you follow along to get the y coordinate formula. So this is going to be y equal to L times y1, and then minus K times y2, all over L minus K. This is good. So I have established the formula. Don't forget, please. For internal division of a line, take note of this. Take note of this. This question is based on external division of the line. If the question is on internal division of the line, that is to say that this point x, y divided this line internally between. Are you getting me right? The formula will remain the same, but the difference would be, that's the terms of the formula, rather will remain the same, but the difference will be in the sign. Are you getting? Instead of minus, it's going to change to what? Plus. Please subscribe to my channel, like this video, share it to your friends, your classmates, to other scholars, so that they can also benefit from this video lesson. Alright? Remember, you can also become a GMAT41's channel member. To do this, just below this video lesson, you will see a join tab. Alright, just look below the video lesson. You'll see a join tab. Click that join tab. And then the packages available on the GMAT41 will appear. Select the one that is convenient for you. Support GMAT41. And of course, you can gain much more benefits exclusively for members. Alright, let's proceed. Substituting, our x will be equal to L value is 1, K value is 3, x1 is 3, x2 is minus 5 rather for x2. And then of course in the case of y1, y2, you have the value here. y1 is 5, y2 is minus 7. So you know your L and your K. Just fix up the formulas there. Are you there, right? So we go. This is going to be and so this is the substitution, okay? You have the data, the parameter already defined. I've done the substitution, it's just to simplify now. 1 times 3 is going to give us 3, and then we have something like this. Minus 3 times minus 5 is going to give us plus 15, and then that's going to be divided by 1 minus 2 is 1 minus 3 is going to give us minus 2. And then we move on to the y coordinates. 1 times 5 is going to be 5. Minus 3 times minus 7 is going to give us plus 21. We're going to divide this by 1 minus 3, which is going to give us minus 2. Simplifying further, 3 plus 15 is going to give you what? 18. And then divide 18 by minus 2, you get minus 9. And then you move on to that of y, the coordinate. 5 plus 21 is going to give you 26. Divide 26 by minus 2, you get minus what? 13. So this is the coordinate of the point that divided this line, okay, externally. Could just say simply that x, y, which we use it to represent the coordinate of the point that divided this line externally, is equal to minus 9, minus 13. And of course, this is our answer. I hope you enjoyed this video lesson. You may also send us super thanks in appreciation for what GMAT41 is doing. Below this video, you will see the thanks tab. Just click on that thanks. Then of course, you can appreciate GMAT41, alright, with whatever is convenient for you. We greatly appreciate that. Alright, for those in Unizik, remember you can join our tutorial classes on campus, alright, our physical tutorial classes on campus. To do this, simply contact GMAT41 on the number showing on the screen, and then you get information on how to join our classes. I'll be seeing you in our next video lesson. Until then, always remember to take your studies seriously.